So experimental archaeology, I think it comes from flint knapping. These guys will take basically the tools correct for the period, and they started knocking rocks together and making their own arrowheads. And then you start looking at everything you did. You start looking at the remains, archaeologically. What do these flakes look like? And that's all lithic stuff. Experimental archaeology in the historic period has a lot more about, building stuff with trunnels, pegging stuff together to see how it lasts. I'm not as interested in what the remains it's going to leave, because this stuff will all be gone in a year. But what the process looks like, what these guys were going through. I can't think that the weather was too much different, because it was supposed to have been a really cold year. The other thing that you can't capture in experimental archaeology is probably the sense of panic. Not panic, but foreboding, nervousness. Because these guys were expecting to be attacked by the King's Eighth with artillery. They didn't bring any artillery. Mostly, brought native allies. That was bad enough. But the time crunch, and you had officers yelling at you and all the other nonsense. Plus, this part of the world was, and this was terra incognita, man. I can't remember how far the frontier is behind us, but it's a few miles. This is the middle, out on the edge of nowhere. For colonials, the natives are like, yeah, this is our house. What are you doing?